Welcome to another Street Fighter V Trials Volume 2 video. We're going to be doing Laura, all 10 of her trials. As usual, if there's a trial that needs some help, I'll give my tips, best explanations, and I'll cut right to the combo. Alright, we're cruising right to number 5. They were pretty easy up to this point, nothing crazy. But now we have a V-skill situation. Or actually V-skill. So when you hit forward and V-skill, she does a little dash. I don't know why she's doing neck kicks, probably because I'm buffering something. But when you do standing heavy punch for the counter, you actually cancel that with this move here. So all you're doing is comboing into the crouching heavy punch. Pretty easy. It's a little different. I don't know if any other characters do that specifically, but maybe that's just a Laura thing. So from there, when you're crouching, all you're doing is, fireball, medium punch, and then another punch. If you ever see where it says fireball, like in the last two things, it says down forward, medium punch, and then it says down forward, medium punch, and another punch. You can pretty much ignore that first part because it's really showing it all in one. It's not separate. So like down forward punch, and another punch. It's weird that they do that in the combo. They should just be that. They should just skip the down forward part. But I don't know. That's just clarification in case you wasn't aware of it by now. It doesn't need much explanation because we've literally already done the first part. The only difference is when you're doing the counter V-skill, you're going into a standing heavy kick. So when that heavy kick comes out, you're going to V-trigger that. From the V-trigger, you're going to do the crouching heavy punch. Make sure you're in V-trigger mode. And all you're doing is EX, and you got to do the down forward heavy punch fireball motion really quickly. You don't want to wait. So you can practice that on its own a little bit, like from here. The recovery is really fast, so if you're missing that, you just got to do it earlier. But this one isn't too bad. Very similar to what we've done already. Alright, number 7. I don't really need to explain this, but I figured I might as well. All you're doing, V-skill, actually V-trigger, I gotta come up with better acronyms for this. So trigger, and then you're doing V-skill. So before, when I was hitting just that's where she gets her little axe kick. But from this, you can actually combo into her standing light punch. It's a little hard to get the timing down, like that. So if I double tap, I'll have a better chance of getting it because I tend to be a little bit earlier. And then you're just canceling that. That's like part 1 or 2 of the trials. So that's all you're doing with this. Just that that combo is a little tricky to do. Alright, so for number 8, what you gotta do is get a charge fireball. What you're gonna wanna do here, because you can't do this at point blank range, because what will happen is you won't recover in time in order to do the forward heavy punch like this. So this part by itself is pretty easy. All you're doing is 1, 2, while hitting forward. 1, cancel that second hit into the EX fireball and follow up with that. Just like before, except I missed. You gotta do a little bit quicker than that. My problem is I always wait longer, but like I said, the recovery is really quick. But before that, you want to do the hold until she executes, and then you can continue the combo like that. That's really the only trick to this. It's not hard, but in case you're having trouble, make sure you're giving yourself some space, and then you can continue the rest of the combo as we did before in the practice. Alright, number 9. This one isn't too bad. You got a target combo going on here. So medium punch, medium kick. You should be familiar with target combos by now. They kind of don't have they have pretty lenient timing. But jumping heavy kick, 1, 2. And then you're going to V-trigger that medium kick. So from the V-trigger, you're just doing down heavy punch into the fireball. Now you don't need to hold it, obviously that'll mess everything up. So what you want to do is when you're doing crouching heavy punch into the fireball, you have to, as soon as you do that, you have to buffer 1, 2 and kick for the super. So let's just try that on its own. I guess I'll do it from the target combo. So it's all one fluid motion. Don't really wait for moves to come out. And when you do that, I mean, I could probably do that from here and just cancel immediately. My problem is I'm so used to like supers being with punches that I end up hitting punches instead of kicks. So that's why I will mess that up once in a while. But up to that point, this one is really easy. As long as you can do that cancel pretty consistently, and you'll get this one done in no time. Alright, we made it to number 10. Hopefully this video has been helpful for you. This one wasn't too bad. If you like what you see, you know what to do. Leave me a comment. I always enjoy reading the comments. I always respond. Give me a like. If you want to see more, make sure you're subscribed. Number 10 is a little bit tricky. You have to understand what's going on step by step in order to get this one. So the trick is, from the very beginning, you're going to do the hold of the medium fireball immediately. So once that releases, you're going to want to do a jump-in combo, and you want to be able to land a jumping heavy kick, or the jumping heavy punch, standing heavy punch. Then your fireball will hit. While that's hitting, that's when you can do the crouching heavy punch V-trigger into the super. So that's going to be a little bit funky. So you might want to practice half of that to see if you can at least land the crouching heavy punch V-trigger. So basically that's the first section. Now what I like to do is, as I was experimenting a little bit off camera, is that what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the fireball. So from the very spot that you start the combo, you're going to want to hold up, or up forward I should say. So you activate, and I'm going to hold forward and she'll jump. So what we're going to want to do here is you're going to do 1, 2, 3. Now when you normally do crouching heavy punch, it's not got a combo, but since that fireball is going to be hitting right around that time, you actually will combo. So don't wait for the fireball to hit, don't do anything, just pretend like the combo actually works, and then eventually you're going to get that combo or that crouching heavy punch to connect. You get to that point, just make it automatic. As soon as you hit that crouching heavy punch, activate V-trigger and do a standing heavy kick. So from here, you're going to need to activate, get consistent on landing the heavy kick. Might take you a little time, like that. So now you want to cancel the heavy kick into the super. Obviously that you can practice on your own. Make sure you're in V-trigger. Just like any other combo, as soon as you hit heavy kick, your combo, you're doing your buffering 1, 2, and hitting kick again right after to cancel the kick. So that's the sequence. That's a little tricky, but like I said, once you do it that way, where you just hold it up forward and it'll jump at the soonest possible point, just make sure you let go medium punch so you don't get messed up, and then go 1, 2, 3, and it should all combo because of the fireball. And hopefully that little tip there helps you, because what I like to do when I'm doing this off screen is I'll do the combo up to the last point, and I'll know how difficult the combo is by just how quickly it takes me to get to that point without even looking at the demonstrations. And once I figure out the best tip, that's when I sort of explain that to you. Just kind of a little extra detail. I don't usually mention this on other videos, but I figured I'd mention it on this one. So if you caught it, there you go. Now you know what I did. Alright, that's going to do it for Laura's Trials. You know what to do if you enjoyed the video. Otherwise, I will see you in the next challenge.